Welcome back, everyone. Students from across Central Texas will be over at the state capitol rotunda today, exploring the final frontier of space as we take a look at NASA Space Day Texas 2015. So Brandy Dean of NASA is here to tell us visitors are going to see over at the state capitol. You have 2,000 kids who are coming today.
We hope so, right?
Yeah.
The weather isn't exactly what we were hoping, but hopefully enough will come that we can get a good experience for all of them.
And those who do make it to the grounds of the Capitol, what can they expect to see?
Well, we'll have a lot of NASA exhibits as well as some other local groups coming out to share some stuff with you as well. But for the NASA things, we'll have kids doing educational experiments like identifying soil like they would on Mars,
Oh, cool.
looking at imagery like we get from the Hubble Space Telescope, all kinds of fun stuff.
And then another fun thing to add is the Driven to Explore trailer. I think this sounds pretty cool. What is this?
So one of the main things that we are trying to tell people about is our International Space Station. We've got people living there 24/7 for more than 12 years now, 14 years now.
Wow.
So we like to tell people about that, and that's a good way to learn about it. We have a lot of information in that trailer about it, and you can also, it's not really related to the space station, but you can also touch a moon rock. So that's pretty cool.
4 billion-year-old moon rock.
Right, exactly. So you can't do that just anywhere. So that's a good reason to come out, I think.
That's definitely a way to get the kids' attention out there. And you're also at the state capitol to thank some lawmakers. As you mentioned, funding comes, from the federal government, but you do get some money from the local legislators.
Right. So Johnson Space Center in Houston, our budget's about $4.4 billion, and $3 billion of that is spent in Texas. So we have a lot that goes into Texas economy. We're proud of that. But also the Texas government gives us a little bit of funding as well for two programs. One is high school aerospace scholars,
Nice.
which is basically kids spend a good part of the year, several months, doing an online course, and then the top students get to come out to Johnson Space Center for kind of a space camp. They get to
Cool.
put on a Mars mission, basically. It's a very great program, and it leads to kids being interns at NASA, and eventually some of them become employees at NASA once they graduate college. It's just a great way to get started in a STEM education.
Wouldn't that be cool to go to that space camp and eventually go up into space?
Exactly. We've got some kids who definitely want to do that. So we're hoping to give them a good start on that. And then the Texas government also gives us a little funding for small business initiative that helps us get some technology programs out there. So it's helped about 800 businesses in Texas so far.
All right, Brandy, so some of the kids maybe and parents who are listening right now, can they go out and look at some of the exhibits that you have today?
Right, it is open
Okay.
to the public. We'll be there from 9 to 3 p.m. Again, hoping the weather cooperates, but that's our plan. You can take a look at that Driven to Explore trailer and things like that. And also we'll have some exhibits on our programs. We've got the new Orion spacecraft that just flew for the first time in December. You can learn more about that, or our commercial partners as well. So
This may